In 2023, my wife and I set out to thru-hike the Continental Divide Trail. It wasn't long before the astronomer in me started thinking about how, if it all went according to plan, we would be following the North Star from Mexico to Canada, over 3,000 miles. Ever since we started in southern New Mexico, I've had a picture in my mind of the North Star just above the CDT's southern monument, with the stars spinning around it. In 2025, I decided to hike back to the Mexican border and give it a shot. And this is where it begins. I'm in the Chihuahuan Desert where the road crosses the Continental Divide Trail. Big Hatchet Mountain is looking good. I've got 25.5 miles or so to the Mexican border, to the southern terminus of the Continental Divide Trail. And my plan is to hike there by tomorrow night so I can get a picture of some star trails over the monument at the southern border. It's going to be pretty warm, which is why a late afternoon start is good. I'll have a couple evening hours here, see if maybe I can make it 11 miles before nightfall to Water Cache 1, and then an easy 14 to the border tomorrow. Here on a roughly 12-mile, maybe 10-mile road walk if you're optimistic. The main trail is apparently still kind of overgrown by Ocotillo and other very thorny friends of ours. So all the trail reports are recommending to people take the alternate on the road here. It's not the most exciting in the world, but you can make fairly quick time on a road walk. And it sure beats the heck out of getting scratched all to pieces. Sun's getting a little bit low in the west behind me, so probably doing a little bit of night hiking, or old favorite. But just a really pleasant evening. I'm actually considering dumping a little bit of my excess water. Yeah, that's 3 liters on top of the 2 liters I haven't got anything to drink from yet, so let's take my pack down a couple pounds, huh? There we go. That's a little better. 3 liters for 7 miles. Piece of cake. That's the shadow of the mountain behind me being cast on the mountain in front of me across the valley. Beautiful sunset. But there's still miles to go before I sleep. Hiking after dark. It's actually much darker than the camera makes it look. Trying to make 10 miles for the day, which means I need to make it probably another 1.5 miles. Be hiking until almost 9 o'clock. And then not really hungry, so I think I'm just gonna have a couple bars for dinner. Set up the tent, call it good. Good morning. It's somewhere just a little bit after 6 o'clock. It was cold last night, sleeping. Wasn't quite ready for all of that. Maybe a little bit of a chilly start to the morning, but good sleep. Time to start rousing myself out and hitting the trail. It's been so quiet. There's not been a breath of wind or sound of any kind at all the entire night, which is really fun. Official start time, 6:51. Took almost an hour to get out of camp because I'm a bad hiker. That's all right. No terrible rush. Time for a little healthy on-trail breakfast. Got about 2 miles to the water cache and then about another 14 to the border. It's gonna be fairly hot today, low to mid 80s, but it hits different in the desert when there's not a lick of moisture for miles. Another hiker was telling me last night that the windmills that are powering some wells are basically all dry now. The water table is simply that low. So the water caches really are the only water source. Must be Border Patrol. The sun has set here at the southern terminus of the Continental Divide Trail. It's a gorgeous sunset, and now the time for the real work of this entire hike to begin. So my goal is pretty straightforward. I've got the monument behind me here, and I'll have the North Star up in the sky. And my goal is I need to position my tripod at the right height and the right distance so that the North Star is more or less right at the tip of the monument over here. And then I'll set the star trails going, and we'll watch the heavens revolve around the tip of the monument. It's almost 4 in the morning. It's been an absolutely beautiful night in the night sky here. The camera is still clicking away over there. I got up at around 12:30, 1 o'clock to switch out the batteries, and it's been doing really well. Coyotes were out visiting me just a little bit ago, making some beautiful racket. It's been a beautiful night. Got a lot of good data here. The Big Dipper has gone from all the way on the right to all the way on the left. So great night, and let's see what the data looks like.